Hello everyone, it's Tay here at LiftArc Studios. Yes, we're still in the old shop, and I want to take a minute to update you guys on some things. There's a lot of things that you guys have been asking about, and a lot of things that we've been promising that have been delayed or rescheduled or moved around for various reasons. So the main thing I want to talk about is our move. So currently we are in a 3,000 square foot shop in downtown Roanoke. If you've been following this channel for any length of time, but especially since the beginning, you know this building very intimately. This is the former Price Filler machine shop in downtown Roanoke, built in 1917. It was a functioning machine shop for a long time. Belt-driven equipment. We went through it, we discovered it, we cleaned it, we rehomed it, we renovated the building. You know all that. It is time for us to expand, and we're expanding into a shop that's 3 times the size with an actual parking lot and a really cool vibe and a lot of cool things going around it. So we're moving into an area called Riverdale, which if you haven't seen that video, click one of the links up here where we talk about the complex we're moving into and the history of it and all sorts of things. But my specific topic of this video is tooling. So you know that we are partners with ShopSaver. ShopSaver is the manufacturer of our beloved CNC plasma table, and their sister company, Langmuir Systems, is the manufacturer of this guy. You've probably seen it in the background of several of our videos at this point. That is the Langmuir MR1 gantry mill, CNC gantry mill. It's a 3-axis milling machine with like a 20 by 24 table that has been boxed up for far too long. Actually, before I go on, right there is a crate of tools from Eastwood, a company that I have followed for quite a while throughout my career as a fabricator. They seem to be automotive fabrication centric, which is why they've been on my radar for a long time. But also they do a bunch of general shop equipment and tools and just fabrication things in general. They sent over a cool bench grinder with the belt attachment, and their electro brake is what they call it. It's the electromagnetic box and pan metal brake. So we have been gathering some equipment that we were excited to put in our new shop, and obviously still will, but because of the nature of some timing and some contracts that we got last minute that we would be silly not to try to satisfy, we have yet to move. It's Sunday currently, right now. It is Sunday, September 8th. My plan for a while has been tomorrow, September 9th, to move. Finally shut down. We finished some projects. We were going to shut down for sure and move, but I kind of got a last minute project or a contract, as I said, to build some things for a contracting company in Blacksburg. So we're going to stay for another few weeks while I knock out that contract, but there's also ongoing work at the new building still. Our office is not ready yet. However, the floor has been ground, and we have ordered lights for the office, and I need to get with the electrician to hang the lights and do the outlets in the office. We are also framing in a shop office, which is some room that we are reclaiming from the actual shop space, a 20 by 25 room where my desk will go and the conference table will go and some other things. So that's still going on, and I suppose the longer we take to move into the building, the more these renovation things have time to be finished. So we're moving into a more finished space. So there's no reason to rush it. We don't have to get out of here super fast. We do want to market this building. This building will be for sale. It's a really cool building. If you are interested in a downtown Roanoke shop space of this kind, let me know. Drop me an email or comment or whatever. But what I want to do is spend a little bit of time going over the equipment that we've received from several places, what we got, and maybe unbox some things, and then just sort of update you and show you who we're going to be working with as we move into the new shop and what we've got, and sort of just, you know, do a check-in, if you will, on the equipment that we are excited to unveil as we move into the new space. So let's look around at some of the most recent additions to the shop, and then we will dive into some of these things that are still unboxed or boxed, and then we'll unbox them. Okay, so we have a dedicated video of this thing on the channel. This is a cool little multi-process welder that the guys over at Everlast sent us. This is the Thunder 215 MTS, and in my experience, it's the first one where their power set feature actually works. It's a nice little multi-voltage MIG and DC TIG machine. It's very affordable. and they just kind of sent it over to us. They gave me some talking points. I have yet to sort of use the talking points yet, but we have used this on a field job, which you will see. Again, you may have seen it or it might be about to come out, where we did some field welding to build a fence at a customer's house, and this thing was small enough and versatile enough and easy enough to use that it really worked out well to have this in the shop. So I don't know where this is gonna live in our shop. I don't know what its full-time job is going to be. It did come with a foot pedal, so unlike some multi-process machines that offer DC TIG, it actually has a trigger control and a foot pedal that it came with. Yeah, this might be the automotive fabrication welder. This might live over by the lift when we rehome the lift. So that's the Thunder 215 MTS from Everlast. Definitely check it out. It's like a $1,500 or so welder, and it does a lot of things very well. A more recent addition, albeit temporary, to the shop, our friends over at Arc3 Gases, which of course is one of our brand partners here, brought us this cool machine here to use for several months. This is the Miller Multimatic 255. We just did a dedicated video on this machine. Since that video, I've been using it a lot on some projects, and it's kind of a beast. It's an inverter machine. It's not a transformer machine, but it is another multi-process machine. It's a 255 volt, I guess, MIG welder, but it does all sorts of things. It'll do pulse, it'll do spray transfer. We tested some of those features in this video, so check that out. It's also just really powerful and really nice. So I was using this machine to knock out some parts for a customer. These are prototype parts. I'm not gonna tell you what they are or who they're for or what they do, but I was just knocking out some of these fixtures with this machine, and it was really, really nice. The way it came to us is just like you see it, with this dual bottle situation on the back, which is cool. It of course has dual gas inlet for MIG and TIG, and they did give me the TIG torch and all that stuff down here. So we'll be testing out the TIG capabilities of this machine. I don't know offhand what the retail value of this machine is, but it is really nice to use. The interface is really satisfying. The buttons are real fat and chunky and easy to hit when you have gloves on, and the auto set, of course, is here with all sorts of easily selectable settings. C10, you can change your wire size, and then of course your material thickness, and it just dials everything in. Really cool. You can turn auto set off and do it by yourself, and turn auto set on, and does all that. So cool little machine that we've been using, and we don't own this machine, but we are basically demoing it for 3 months. So it's been nice to put it through its paces. Now, on to some things that I have yet to use or even unbox, and that is these guys. So over here we have a little pallet from Eastwood, these folks. This is their 24-inch electro brake with a gross weight of 158 pounds. And this is a grinder with a belt grinder attachment. That's gonna be real nice to put through its paces. And the electro brake in specific, I am excited to check out, because we do have a traditional box and pan brake, but I've seen people use these electromagnetic brakes on YouTube videos and things like that, and they look super, super, super handy and convenient. So I'm excited to unbox that. In fact, in a minute, I want to unbox some of these things and check them out. And now, of course, back here, we have the MR1 CNC gantry mill. If you're not familiar, this is the general layout of what this thing looks like, or will look like when it's put together. But we also have an enclosure for this and all the bells and whistles that you could ever want. I have yet to peek under this box here. It's been boxed up since it got here, but we are very excited to get into it and look at it. The Langmuir guys are really cool. I got to hang out with them at PRI last year, and I will also be doing PRI this year. They have some amazing things hitting the market. Their Titan 25T CNC press brake is starting to hit the market, but this is the first thing we want to get set up. And honestly, I feel kind of bad because they sent it to me a while ago. And guys, if you're watching, I'm really sorry. I've been emailing you. You know my situation. We have just not been able to get in our new shop as soon as we'd like. And because this move date is sort of moving around, like I hate to unbox a thing and like bolt it to the floor and level it and get it ready, only to rip it back out of the shop and move it into the new shop. So we're very, very excited to get into it. I know you guys have been asking about the MR1, like you've seen it in the background. We have not been teasing it, so to speak, but you have not let it go. You've definitely noticed it, gone, when are you gonna unbox that? So the answer is very soon. We cannot wait. We've already had jobs where we would have loved to have this thing. I just want to do it right, and sometimes that means you gotta wait. So very, very soon we will be moving that over. It's probably gonna be one of the first things we move over to the new space because it's palletized, it's ready to go. And when we can figure out where to put it, hopefully I can just put it in a place where I don't have to move it and we can start using it and unboxing it in the new space and see what it can do, put it through its paces. So that's the MR1, that's the status of that. We've got some Eastwood stuff here. And yeah, other than that, the shop is how it's been. We of course have the Shop Saver plasma table, which you know and love. We know and love. We've got some other things. We've got the Ellis bandsaw we need to move, of course, a big fixture of our shop. We've got a few other lingering machines. We've got the first Everlast TIG welder I ever bought, the 210 EXT, which again, could probably just be our automotive TIG welder when I do exhausts and whatnot. We have our tables. We have our 5x10 fixture table, which we need to move. We have our Langmuir fixture tables. They're 2x3 systems that we've bolted together. This thing has been a really, really cool place to work and do precision TIG welding. We got to find a home for that. And then we have our existing slew of welders. We have our HTP machines, of course, our Invertig 251, amazing TIG welder, and then our ProPulse 220 MTS, a really, really versatile MIG welder. And then old trusty, our Miller-Matic 212 MIG welder, which will always have a place in our shop. And then some other things, the Bridgeport, the drill press. We've got this table, which we sort of turned into a multi-use tool station with arbor presses and some rollers. And our existing box and pan brake, which, you know, the electro brake from Eastwood is going to give this thing a run for its money. I don't actually even own this. This belongs to our dear friend Wyatt Allen, who is going to be moving into our new shop with us. So Wyatt is going to move his shop in there. We will be able to join forces on some projects and he will be running his business out of the new space. So very excited to have him back in the fold, back on the channel. I know you guys miss him. He was a wonderful addition to the YouTube channel and has a great character for it. So gonna be nice to have Wyatt back in there. And then yeah, some other things. We of course have our Vevor belt grinder that we finally got new belts for, some actually good ceramic belts. So this thing's been great. We mounted it to that stand a while ago. And of course our Porter Cable World War II belt grinder here. And then all this other stuff we're gonna have to move. I am not looking forward to moving a metal shop, but I am also simultaneously looking forward to moving the metal shop. I'm excited to move into the new space. Got to move this lift here. It's partially taken apart. The cylinders are off being rebuilt. So anytime now I can move this lift over there and start getting that bolted in because that doesn't have anything to do with our fabrication. That's the game I need to start playing is what can we move now that doesn't affect our workflow, get ahead of the game a little bit, and then what do we have to wait to move so that we can stay operational in this shop until the very last minute. Do you guys see how nuanced and complicated moving an active shop is? Like I've spent a lot of time in my sleep thinking about this and losing sleep over it. I want to do it right. I need to mitigate money loss as much as possible, stay operational, keep making payroll, keep satisfying some existing customers, but also find a way to do this move without as much downtime. So I hope that gives you a window into where I've been in my brain and where we've been in the shop and just the status of everything and why we haven't been doing certain things, why we have been doing certain things. Walker and Will, our production guys, have been doing a great job, I think, keeping the momentum up on the channel. While we've been all over the place, we've been working on a ton of stuff. So yes, that's the update. That's where we're at. That's what's going on as of September 8th. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this update video. We super appreciate you guys as always. For the rest of the month of September, we are running a promo on our hats. So when you buy them, they will look a lot newer and less dirty than this. But if you buy any of our shirts from our online store, you can also get a hat for $5 off. So if you add a shirt and a hat to your cart and use the code NICEHAT, you get $5 off the shirt, the hat. throughout the month of September. So a little promo we're doing. We have very limited stock. We have like 5 of each color. So if you want to get a hat and a little bit of discount and also rep a shirt, hit that up. We'll also be throwing free stickers and maybe even a good egg keychain into those orders. Otherwise, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. It helps us out immensely. Tell some friends about us. That helps a lot too. If you got somebody who's into metalworking, into automotive, into mechanics, and they want to learn a little bit and have fun with us. I don't know what you're learning watching this channel, maybe what not to do, but we love having you around, and thank you very, very much. And we'll see you on the next one. I hope you enjoyed this little shop update. We love you. Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.